Assalamu alaikum. This is me Farid Safi, and today we are here with another video lecture. Uh, in our first video lecture, we talked about parts of speech, and then we divided parts of speech into two parts. There was open class parts of speech and closed class parts of speech. If you haven't watched that yet, so you can go and you can watch the first lecture of parts of speech. So, in today's lecture, we will talk about nouns in more detail. So, let's talk about noun. What is noun? Noun is a word or group of words. Noun can be a single word. It can be one word. For example, if I say boy, B-O-Y. So, boy is what? B-O-Y. So, it's one word only. So if boy is a single word, so I can say that noun can be what? Noun can be one word, or noun can be more than one word. It can be a group of words. For example, if I say man of the match. So now can you see how many words do we have? There are 4 words. So again, this word, this is one noun here, man of the match. For example, if I say English, English teacher. So can you see English is one word, and then we have the next word, that is teacher. So how many words? There are 2 words. So we can simply say noun can be one word or noun can be more than one word. So this is the first thing we can say. And if a noun is a single word or it is a group of words, it modifies what? It modifies the following things. Number 1, noun modifies or noun talks about people. Noun, it talks about what? It talks about people. Noun can be the name of what? It can be the name of people. Like for example, soldier. So what is soldier? Soldier is a noun. Cousin, cousin is a noun. Lawyer, lawyer is a noun. Animals, it can be the name of animal. Like Kate, rate. Nouns can be the name of places. So if something refers to a place, again we call it what? We call it a noun. Like house, Peshawar, London, we can say factory, shelter. Or noun can be the name of things like table, book, pen, computer, notebook, clear, etc. Nouns can be the name of ideas. If you have idea, so noun can be also the name of idea, like confusion, kindness, faith, clear, etc. Noun can be the name of any action, activity, like reciting, cooking, reading, walking, talking. So all activities, like in terms of gerund, we will inshallah study later on. So noun can be the name of any action. Noun can also be the name of what? It can be the name of a relationship, like mother, father, sister, etc. So noun can be the name of what? It can be the name of any relationship, brother, player, uncle, etc. Or if you don't understand this, or noun can be what? Noun can be the name of any occupation, like teacher, doctor, engineer, tailor, barber. So any occupation, any title, if it refers to the name of occupation, again we call it noun. This is one of the definitions we have studied. uh, Next definition, we can also say that noun can be what? Noun, if you come up here, and I want to show you that what really the next definition of noun, what can it be? Noun can be the name of anything we can see. Let me write down here for you. Noun can be what? Noun can be the name of anything that we can see. If you can see something, anything you can see, that is called what? We call it noun. Anything you can see is called what? We call it noun. Like you can see table, you can see a boy, you can see a pen, whatever. Anything you can touch, anything you can touch is called noun. If you can touch, for example, laptop, you can touch mobile phone, you can touch your ear, you can touch your nose, you can touch your hair. Anything you can touch is called, or you can see, is called noun. We can say anything you can eat. Something you can eat is also called noun. For example, you can eat burger, you can eat rice, or anything you can drink. I can drink water, I can drink juice, I can drink milk, etc. Anything you can smell. For example, I can smell perfume. Perfume is a noun. I can smell flower. It is a noun. Anything you can test. Something you can test, again, it is called what? It's a noun. So for example, you want to test something, so something, it can be tested. Again, we call it what? We call it noun. So we studied two definitions for them. Noun can be a name of like the thing in the places I had told you, and then we studied about noun is the name of anything you can see, you can touch, you can eat, you can drink, you can smell, you can taste, or you can feel as well. Anything you can feel. For example, you can feel love, you can feel pain, you can feel air, whatever you can feel, again, that is called what? We call them noun. It was the basic definitions of noun. Now we want to move towards the roots of noun. We will study here roots of noun. uh, this is important topic, roots of noun. Anything like, it's a grammatical term. Anything that indicates a noun, or that is related to a noun, or anything related to the structure of noun, we call it what? Roots of noun. So roots of nouns, we have four in number. You need to remember, we have got four in number. Number first, types of nouns. Number two, genders of nouns. Number three, cases of nouns. And number four, we have, that is, numbers of noun. So these are the four roots of nouns. Now what we will be doing inshallah here today, that is, first of all, we will study about types of nouns. 7 different types of nouns we will study. Then we will talk about 4 genders of nouns. Then we will study about 5 cases of nouns, and then we will study about 6 number of nouns as well. So let's move towards the first topic, and that is about types of what? Types of nouns. So let's talk about types of nouns today here. Uh, these are the different types of nouns. So generally we have got 7 different type of nouns. It comes about proper noun, common nouns, compound noun, collective noun, abstract noun, material noun, and concrete noun. So in today's lecture, we will cover up it one by one. Let's move towards the first one, that is about common noun. What I mean by common noun? Common noun, the first type of noun, common noun, it is used for any common person, place, or thing, person, city, animal, etc. For example, you want to talk about, you want to name a noun commonly. Like if I say chair, so chair is a common name. You might have like different chairs. So I do not prefer, I do not like, I'm not talking about a specific chair, but I'm talking generally chair. If I say boys, so boys can be more boys. So I'm not talking specifically about a particular boy, but I'm talking generally about different type of boys. If I say girls, so girls, there will be a lot number of girls. So I'm not pointing one specific girl, but I'm talking about generally girls. So if I say countries, so countries, the name country is a common noun because we refer it to commonly to different countries. Or if I say cities, so cities, there are different cities. So I'm not referring to a specific city, but I'm talking generally about cities. That is called what we call it common noun. Remember that common noun, it starts with small letter, small letter. For example, if I say boy, so boy, the first letter, it should be small. But if it comes in the beginning of a sentence, if I say, for example, he is a boy. Now, can you see boy is a common noun here, and it comes what? It comes in the end. So now boy in this case is a common noun, and it starts with a small letter. But if it comes in the beginning, like common noun, if it comes in the beginning of a sentence, then we need to keep it what? We need to keep it capitalized. Like for example, if I say boy, B-O-Y, so this boy, boys, your boy, boys are intelligent. For example, if I say boys are intelligent, now can you see this be, boy is a common noun, but be comes in the beginning of a sentence. So that's why we capitalize the first letter of this boy. So this is called what we call it common nouns. Now we will move towards that of the second, proper nouns. What are proper nouns? So we have the second type that is called proper noun. Proper noun is the name of a proper person, place, or thing. For example, if I say Ali, so now Ali is what? Ali is a proper name. We have, like, I did not say proper, Ali is a proper noun, but if I say a boy, so boy is a common noun, because boy can be any boy, but Ali is what? Ali is one. So we can say Ali is a proper noun, but boy is what? Boy is a common noun. If I say, for example, city, so now city is a common noun, but if I say Peshawar, so Peshawar is a proper noun. Remember, as I said earlier, that common noun starts with a small letter, while proper noun, whatever place in a sentence, if it comes, we are supposed to write down with capital letter. Like Ali will always be, A will be always capital if it comes any part of the sentence. P will be always capital if it comes at any part of the sentence. So always remember the proper nouns always starts with what? It starts with a capital letter. So this is what we call, that is the difference between proper nouns and common nouns. We will move towards that of the next third type of noun that is called an abstract noun. What is the abstract nouns? Uh, an abstract noun is a noun that refers to intangible concept such as emotions, feelings, quality, or idea. Or in other words, we can say that abstract nouns, Claire, does not refer to physical object, or are those nouns, it does not have any physical shape or existence. A noun you cannot see, a noun you cannot touch, a noun you cannot smell, a noun you cannot taste. So what I mean that abstract nouns are those nouns that you cannot, you cannot see, you cannot touch, you cannot smell, you cannot taste. Clear? So something you cannot perceive with one of your five senses, we call them abstract nouns. Like for example, if I say believe, so now what is believe? The word believe, so belief is a noun. Belief is a noun. And can we touch belief? No. Can we see belief? No. Can we eat belief? No. So we can call it what? Abstract, because a noun, abstract nouns are those nouns that we cannot see, we cannot touch, we cannot smell, we cannot taste, or we can say that it does not have any physical existence or any shape. We call it abstract noun. Like anger, like fear, like anxiety, bravery, joy, determination. Clear? So all of them, honesty, kindness, clear? All of them, they are called what? We call them abstract nouns. So we have studied how many types of noun? Three so far. Common noun, proper noun, and abstract nouns. Now, these are called what? More examples of abstract nouns we have. Let me show you all the examples of abstract nouns that we have. Abstract noun, like for feelings: anxiety, fear, pleasure, stress, sympathy. We can say states: being, freedom. Clear? Misery, chaos, luxury. Clear? Emotions we have uh, anger, hate, joy, grief, sorrow. We can have qualities: courage, patience, clear, determination, generosity, honesty. We can have concepts. It refers to concepts: charity, clear, etc. It also refers to that of moments like birthday, childhood, clear, etc. So again, these are called what? We call them abstract nouns. After that, the fourth number of noun, type of noun we want to move, that is called concrete nouns. So concrete nouns are those nouns over here, that we can see, we can touch, we can taste, we can hear, we can smell, clear? So all those nouns that it has any physical shape or existence. When a noun, clear, we have already written the definitions here, but I can say that if a noun has physical shape, if it's got physical shape or it has got existence, we call it what? Concrete nouns. For example, like bed. Bed we can touch, it has got like a shape, it has got existence. Wood, clear? So we call them what? We call them that of concrete nouns. Let me give you more examples of concrete nouns in more detail. These are the, can you people see here? These are concrete nouns, like we have medal. So metal can be what? It can be touched, it can be seen. But can you see bravery? Bravery cannot be, this is the abstract noun. Sweat, for example, we have sweat, clear? So sweat, it's a concrete noun. Can you see determination, clear? Determination, we cannot see. Can you see gift? For example, gift is a concrete noun. You can see, you can touch. But if a person who is generous, clear, he shows generosity. So now generosity cannot be seen. Like book, can you see book? Book is a concrete noun because we can see, we can touch. But knowledge is what? Knowledge is an abstract noun. Why? Because that noun, knowledge we cannot see, we cannot touch, clear? Judge, can you see judge? Judge can be seen, it's a name of person, but we cannot see that of justice. Justice is an abstract noun. We can have that of coin, clear? Coin can be seen, but wealth cannot be seen, it's an abstract noun, clear? So that is what we have. That is the difference between concrete nouns, abstract nouns, clear? Both of them. The fifth one we come up here, that is called what? Collective nouns. Let's talk about now the next type of noun, that is called what? We call it collective noun. The collective nouns. So let's talk about collective nouns first. From the name, it's clear that collective, when something, it comes in proper collection in a form of more than one, in a form of what? In a form of group. When something, it comes in a group. So collective nouns are those nouns, they are used to represent a group of people, animals, or things. Or collective nouns are those nouns that they are singular in form but plural in meaning. What did I say? We can also say, let me write down another definition. Or collective nouns, see, and I have written collective nouns are those nouns which are singular in forms but plural and meaning. So collective nouns are those nouns, they are singular in form but plural in meaning. Or we can say collective nouns are those nouns that they come clear in a group of people, in a group of animals, etc. For example, let's take an example, team. Now, what is team? Team is a collective noun. Why we call it collective noun? We call it collective noun because team is a group of people. Like in one team, you will have more than one person. You can have 2, 3, 4. So it is called team. Team in a form, it is one, like team. But meaning, it is plural. Like we have crowd, we have class. Like in one class, there are a lot number of students in one class, but we call it class. Why? Because it's a collective noun, group. For example, if we say army, like in army, how many people we have? There are a lot number of people. So we call it what? Collective nouns. For example, like let's come, how we can say a band of musicians. We say a band of musicians. So musicians is a collective noun. So collective noun, band. Band is what now? Band, completely clear. So band is collective noun. Band of what? A band of musicians. People are more, musicians are more, so it makes one band, and a band is called what? Collective noun. A board of directors. So board is like collective noun, and there are a lot number of directors, so board of directors, clear? So we have like a class of what? A class of students. So there are a lot number of students in one class, clear? A crowd of people, and crowd people are more. A gang of thieves. Gang is a collective word, noun, and thieves is what? It's like a thieves make a gang. We can say a pack of thieves, a panel of experts. Panel is a collective noun. A team of players. Team is a collective noun. Clear? So a troupe of dancers. So this is what we call it thereof collective nouns. Also, like you can have the more examples of common collective nouns used for animals. Let me show you. If you want to note it down for yourself, you can also note it down with yourself. Can you see these are used for what? For animals, like an army of ants. We say an army of ants. Army is a collective noun. For birds, we say flock of birds, clear? Or sheeps, a herd of deer, clear? So this is what we have. All the collective nouns used for what? Used for that of your animals. You can note it down with yourself if you need it, clear? You may have like in your exams, etc. So what sort of collective noun is used for animals? So all the complete entire information has been provided to you people here. Now, can you see here collective nouns used for things? It's a collective noun used for what? For things. For example, we have a bouquet of flowers. Flowers, clear? Thing, bouquet. We use for the collective noun bouquet. A bunch of flowers, we can say, clear? A fleet of what? Ships, we can say. A forest of trees, we can say, clear? A galaxy of stars, we can say. A pack of cards, we can say, clear? A pack of lies, we can say. A pair of shoes, we can say, clear? A range of mountains, clear? A weight of notes. So these are collective nouns used for what? Used for things. Remember one thing, that question arises here, that should we use singular verb after collective nouns or plural verbs after collective nouns? You can use both singular plus plural verbs after collective nouns. For example, can you see family here? Family is a collective noun, and we have used their verb is. His family, and we have used what? We used verb here, that is. And is singular here. It is correct. But if you take this next example here, family, and we have used what? We have used are in this case. Both of them are correct. You can use singular verb, also you can use plural verb. But what can be the difference? If you use singular verb after this, his family is in Pakistan, what does it mean? If you use singular verb after collective noun, it means that it shows that his whole family, all members of his family is in Pakistan. Here, the word family means that all his family. If you use singular verb after collective noun, it talks about that his whole family is in Pakistan. But if you use plural verb, like in this, his family are in Pakistan, what does it mean? It means that some of the members are in Pakistan, and some of the members are another country as well. Like all family members are not living in Pakistan. It refers that some people are living in Pakistan and some people are not. They are living abroad and in any other country. Like, for example, if I say people of Saudi Arabia is honest. Now, people is a collective noun, is a word, clear? Singular is honest. Or people of Saudi Arabia are honest, plural word. Is means that people of Saudi Arabia is honest. It means that all people, like the whole nation of Saudi Arabia is honest. But if I say people of Saudi Arabia are honest, it means some of the people are honest and some of the people are not honest here. So this is what we call it collective nouns. We come up compound nouns, but compound nouns we will have a separate lecture because it's too much lengthy and we want to record all of them like in a separate lecture. So we will have a separate lecture on the compound noun. The last type of noun we will have, that is called what? Material. We did not study the compound noun because I want to record a different lecture on it. So let's come towards the last lecture of types of noun, that is called material nouns. What are material nouns? Material nouns are those nouns from which other substance, clear, or are those nouns which refer to substance from which other nouns are made. uh, those substance, for example, can you see wood? Wood is a substance, cotton is a substance, metal is a substance, plastic, copper, wool, etc. They are called material nouns. Why do we call them material nouns? Because from these nouns we can make another noun as well. Like for example, from wood, what we can make? We can make chair. Chair can be made from what? From wood. For example, we have cotton. From cotton you can make rest of the thing. From plastic you can make a lot of things. From copper you can make a lot of things. From wool you can make jacket, clear? So material nouns are those nouns from which you can make other nouns as well, from which you make, clear, from which other nouns are made. So we call them what? We call them material nouns. These were all about types of nouns, clear? I will be inshallah recording the compound nouns as well. So then types of nouns will be completed, and we will move towards the gender, cases, and numbers of noun as well. Thank you so much.